Congressman, you've been on a tear about the fake news surrounding misinformation about COVID-19. In your opinion, sir, what is behind it? A political agenda? Incompetent bureaucrats? Both?
Yeah, all of the above. So you have a group of folks, that politically benefit from the hysteria that they try to create. This started off, if you look back, you're going to see the media coming out and just basically scaring the crud out of Americans. That's what they wanted to do, and they've really kind of driven that, the left-wing side of things. And every time somebody tries to open up, they will attack a red state, whereas they give Governor Cuomo, who is sending people back basically to their death in New York, and he's sending them back, and they don't really go after him. They're covering for him. But the bottom line is there's a political agenda there. Then you've got some bureaucratic issues, just the nature of this beast. So yesterday they reported, for instance, 92 deaths reported yesterday in Arizona. But then when you start looking at it, they say something. There's an asterisk. You got to find that out, and that's just the day that they were reported. That doesn't mean 92 people died 2 days ago. That's just what was reported. And beyond that, they're also they're trying to match up death certificates, James T. That means that they're going back well beyond that, so that it's not an accurate number for that date. So that's why you look at the ratios. That's the key number, is the ratios, and that's why we're always in a panic, is because the media has had a tough time with this. Now I'll tell you one thing: there have been a couple of outlets, and including yours, that are reporting the numbers in context, and that's the way they have to be reported.
Congressman Biggs, yesterday, Dr. Kelly Ward tweeted out that she hoped that Representative Andy Biggs and Governor Doug Ducey were having meaningful conversations daily about the COVID crisis. Are you having conversations with each other about this?
No, sir.
Okay. I just thought, had to ask.
Straight up, no, we haven't. We haven't. I don't ever want to be critical. I don't want to be critical. I just want to talk about, this is the facts. And James T., the fact is, no, we're not having those daily discussions. Maybe they're warranted, maybe they're not. But I will just tell you this. I look at numbers on a daily basis. Every day I'm checking the numbers to see how we updated it, et cetera. And there is so much information that the DHS puts out. You got to rely on that information, but sometimes you realize that it's reported information. So when they have it down here, number of new cases reported today, people get confused by that. That it should be the number of cases that were detected. We know that there's lots of cases out there that nobody even knows they're sick because they're asymptomatic. So there's so much underlying all this. And no, the short answer was no. I'm not talking to the governor daily on this.
Congressman, because you're speaking about the truth, because you're a truth in numbers here, I have noticed that when you go on Fox News in the evenings, it's fine. But when you go on Fox News in the morning, you're getting like some pushback. They're gunning for you, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't. So in the evening, they're host and they're doing a certain thing. In the morning, I don't know what's happening. So I will just tell you, I won't go into this, but I had a lovely talk with Stuart Varney this morning on Fox Biz. He gives me plenty of space, lets me explain my answers. That's fantastic. Some of the others maybe less. So some of I think they're asking tough questions. I'm okay with that. Ask me the tough questions. If you let me answer, I think I can convince you. See, that's what a classical liberal is. You believe that if you discuss and present facts, then people will respond to those facts and ideas in a positive way. That's what I hope, and it doesn't always work out.
Well, if you end up getting punked, if they ever end up trying to punk you there, I just want you to go back and look at that the infamous walk-off for CNN that I did when I threw the earpiece at him and told him no more. You know what? That would be great. That would be fantastic, Congressman Biggs. That would be so. Anyway, don't do that. Congressman, you and Congressman Matt Gaetz introduced an amendment to the annual defense spending bill that would rescind authorization from troops in Afghanistan. That is fantastic. Tell us about its chances.
Believe it or not, it's just they're not good because you know why. The Democrats control it. But this is where the uniparty of Warhawks are there in Congress, and they happen to be sitting in power within the Congress. I think that if this were to be given a straight-up vote, we'd have a shot at winning that. But they're not going to give it a straight-up vote on that amendment. If they did, we might win it, but they will bury it. They'll say it's out of order or something. They're not going to give us a vote on that, I don't believe.
Well, we appreciate the fact that you're still pushing for that. And I think that's something that President Trump would get behind if it ever got to his desk, which means we just need to win the House back and hold the Senate. And even then, Congressman Biggs, is going to be an uphill battle because of the Warhawks you were just talking about.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I have my own colleagues that actually they're upset about the fact that the president wants to move 9,500 troops out of Germany, for Pete's sakes. He's not even bringing them home. He's just trying to put them into a country that will treat him more favorably, or he thinks it would be more favorable for those troops. They don't want to do that. They don't want to bring anybody home. They want to increase bellicosity, and some of my colleagues, I won't name names, but I will just tell you, they want to go to war virtually every day, and that's where John Bolton was. That's why he was such a bad fit for this administration.